Thank you, John. And also, first of all, thank you so much, Roger, for accepting my invitation, and thank you for being with us today. The first question I would like to ask you is, you have been the CEO of Airlink for many years, almost 30 years. And we can say without any doubt that Airlink is one of the most successful and profitable airlines in Africa. What's the secret, or better, what are the secrets of this success?
Danny, thank you for having me. It's hard to believe that I've been doing this for almost 30 years. Yet I feel I'm still a beginner when it comes to learning. I learn every day. And notwithstanding that, I remain passionate about Airlink, especially the 1,750 employees and their families who give me purpose and determination. Judging from history, the airline business is tough and it's hard to make sense of. Over the years, many African and South African domiciled airlines have failed. There are several reasons for this, not least of which is that it is a very difficult and highly competitive sector, and it's not always a level playing field. There are elements of the industry that skew the industry and make it very, very difficult, especially for private sector airlines to make sense of the business. However, it's flattering that you referred to Airlink as successful and profitable, and one may wish to take stock of that again in the current environment of a whole industry struggling for its survival. I don't believe that there is any specific magic snake oil that one can blame for success. In any event, what is success? How do you measure it? At this stage, I'll take survival as being successful. We're here. But in a more serious note, simply put, it's the ability to generate more revenue than the cost of generating the revenue. This entails a symphony of elements coordinating in absolute synchronization. An airline business is its staff, who share a vision with a clear strategy and a purpose, a detailed plan, and faultless execution.
Thank you, Roger. And since you mentioned the current situation, now we can maybe talk about the most discussed topic of the moment. It's the COVID-19 crisis. And I'm sure that in your long career, you have experienced many different crises. Can you explain to us how this one is different from the previous ones and how Airlink is facing the COVID-19 situation?
Danny, the COVID-19 crisis is far bigger and uglier than anything we've ever experienced before. You're quite right. I've had the displeasure of living through many crises, including 9/11 and its aftermath, the SARS virus, the 2008 financial contagion, and several others. But all of these pale in significance relative to COVID-19. This is the first time in my almost 30 years at Airlink that we literally had to switch everything off. The operational control system, the reservation system, the EMRO maintenance management system, all computers, the printers, the coffee machine, and then finally the lights. This was soul destroying. And it was even more emotionally debilitating that after several months of the lockdown, we were still incurring running costs with no income and no prospect at that point in time of future sales. We have taken the opportunity to do the soul searching to identify exactly who and what Airlink is. COVID-19 wasn't the only defining factor. We also had to deal with our long-standing partner of over 25 years failing on us, and in doing so, appropriating and consuming our money. This was a material setback that blew a massive hole in our balance sheet. However, we used the time and the experience to establish that Airlink is now an independent, privately owned airline with a comprehensive network of key destinations throughout Southern Africa and multiple commercial relationships with global airlines that are relevant to Airlink's Johannesburg and Cape Town hubs, as well as being prominent in the most important source markets to our destinations. We have activated new Airlink services on all key cities where Airlink previously relied on our partner for these services, and this new business has augmented Airlink's comprehensive legacy network. Airlink now operates more destinations with more flights than any other airline in Southern Africa, and we have linked our network with the networks of our partner airlines such as Air France, KLM, Qatar, Emirates, British Airways, and United Airlines, with more in the conduit as work in progress, in order to offer our customers the widest range of connectivity options linking Africa with the world and the world with Africa.
Wow, I must say that's very impressive. So, you know, everyone has been talking so much in the last months about COVID-19. So I think now we can move to a completely different topic. And I would like to show you what we still have in our office. It's an ERJ in the old livery of Airlink. We must mention, in fact, that recently Airlink has changed its identity. We have a new name and a new beautiful livery that has been presented a few weeks ago, painted on your Embraer E190. So can you tell us more about those changes?
Well, Danny, I think I can trump your offering by offering something slightly different.
Wow, that's looked really nice.
So that's the new Airlink look and feel, the livery. It's fair to say that for many years, whilst Airlink was fully committed to its franchise relationship with South African Airways, Airlink's brand was indistinguishable from that of SAA. However, SAA went into business rescue and defaulted on a material amount of Airlink's money, and then went into deep hibernation and stopped operating. It was thus necessary for Airlink to establish its own identity independent of that of SAA. Airlink now features its seat inventory in the Amadeus Altéa booking system under the designator for Zulu. We have changed our company name from SA Airlink to Airlink. Our brand is simply Airlink, as it has been for several years, and we have evolved our brand look and feel to the example that I just showed you a short while ago. In particular, we've emphasized the strong brand elements that have been part of Airlink for many years, and we have emboldened these. The Sunbird has been an Airlink emblem for a long time, as it is endemic throughout our operational geography, and its high-frequency flitting action emulates exactly what we do. Our new tail is a graphic representation of a sunrise with the sun low on the horizon and the brightly colored, energetic, vibrant Sunbird emblazoned in the sun.
Thank you. And I must say, I cannot wait to fly on one of your planes painted with the new livery. So Rodger, finally, my last question. In these months, you have been surprising us every week with so many news. We have a new name, as we mentioned, a new livery, but also new routes, new destinations, and as you mentioned, new code sharing agreements. What are the plans of Airlink for the future?
Danny, our immediate focus is to implement our strategy of addressing a comprehensive, independent airline network system that is active throughout Southern Africa, to provide reliable and customer-centric services to our customers, and to be the best version of our business that we can possibly be. And in doing so, to inculcate a culture of happiness and gratification for all our stakeholders, especially our customers, our service providers, our OEMs, including you, our lessors, our financial stakeholders, and ultimately our staff.
Thank you so much, Rodger, for your time, and back to you, John.